Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear me okay. We're going to start leg day here in just one moment. Okay, I think it's all set up. So as you can see, I have a selection of weights here. Since it's leg day, we are going to go a little bit heavier today. If you don't have a selection of weights, I recommend getting at least a set of 20-pound dumbbells for leg day. But whatever you have today will work, obviously. So we're going to get started with a warm-up. Make sure you have your water close by. We're going to do some air squats. And then I like to just rotate. Crucial to do a warm-up on leg day especially, just to prevent injuries. Okay, and then we're going to just march in place. And then I like to do a little scoop. Stretch out those hamstrings. I like to take about 3 to 5 minutes to warm up. I'm going to do some butt kicks. Turn to the side. This is my first live stream, so I hope that everybody can see me okay and that it's working. I'm not the most tech-savvy person, so now we're just going to do a little lunge here. And do 3 on this side and 3 on the next side. Switch legs. Just do a little side to side. Okay, and a few good mornings. This one feels so good on the hamstrings. And last one. Oh, such a good stretch. Just a little quad stretch here. We're almost ready to start. Our first move is going to be a straight leg deadlift. If you've never done that before, I'll show you what it's going to look like before we begin. I always go really heavy on this next move here. Probably one of the heaviest moves that I do. But again, if you don't have a selection of weights, I would say you can start off at about 15, 20 pounds for this one. Okay, so straight leg deadlifts. These are going to be supersets. We're going to do straight leg deadlifts and then a 45-degree lunge in this first superset. So I'm going to pick up 50 pounds for the straight leg deadlift. And for the 45-degree lunge, I'll probably use 30s. So what it's going to look like is you're going to roll your shoulders back. We're going to keep our legs straight for the most part and just have a little bend in the knees and then push our hips back. So we're going to do 8 of those. Okay. And here we go. 1, squeeze your glutes at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Set those down. We'll do the 45-degree lunge. A really good indicator here is if you need the rest time, you've probably selected the right weight. If you feel like the rest time is too long for you, you might need to go a little bit heavier. So the 45-degree lunge is going to look like this. You're going to put one leg back. You're going to be holding 2 weights here, and then you're just going to go down with a slight bend over. So we're going to do 6 on each leg of this one. I am going to pick up my 25s for this one. Okay, here we go, 6 on each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whew. I'm going to take like a 30-40 second break here. You should be out of breath on this one. I have a bench for later on in the workout. If you don't have a bench, that's okay. You can use a chair or just the ground is fine too. Okay, we're gonna get into set 2. When you're ready, pick up those 50 pounds. Shoulders back and hips push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Back into those 45-degree lunges. 6 reps on each leg. We'll just give another 10 seconds. Okay. Again, I have 25 pounds here. One leg back, bend over just slightly, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Grab a sip of water. My heart rate is going fast. These are supersets, so it tends to go a little bit faster. When we do straight sets, we lift a little bit heavier and we get a little bit more of a break. That will come next month. Okay, are we ready for the last set? 8 reps of the deadlift. Remember with these heavy weights to make sure that you're lifting with your legs and not your back. Okay, 8 reps. 1, 2, keep the dumbbells close to your legs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just gonna set those aside. And 45-degree lunges. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Whew. We'll take about a minute here. I'll explain the next 2 moves while we take a sip of water. In my shaker, I'm always putting creatine, EAAs, which are essential amino acids, and collagen. It's like my little morning cocktail. Okay, the next 2 moves, we're gonna have a heel elevated goblet squat. So I'm gonna grab 2 10-pound dumbbells, 2 lighter dumbbells, and I'll probably hold a 30 or a 40 here. And you just prop your heels up on the dumbbells, holding the dumbbell, and we're gonna squat down. We do 8 reps of that, followed by a curtsy lunge. We're gonna hold both the dumbbells, and you're just gonna bring your foot back and aside. And we're gonna do 10 reps of that. All right, so if we're ready for it, let's set up your goblet squat. I'm gonna grab a 35-pound for this one. And we're gonna do 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Set that down for the goblet squat. And here we're just gonna grab, I'm gonna grab 2 25s. So for the curtsy lunge, again, we're just gonna go like this. So 10 reps of that. 1, make sure you don't have weights in your way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Take about a 30-second break. Set up these goblet squats. Okay, round 2, 8 reps. Pick up your weight, heels on these small dumbbells. 1, 2, squeeze your glutes at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to go straight into those curtsy lunges. Pick up the weights. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh. One more set of this, and then we have 2 more blocks of work after. Like I said, if you don't need this rest time, you need to get some heavier weights. Okay, pick it up for the last set. 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Set that down. You can put away your light dumbbells. You won't need those anymore. And back into curtsy lunge. Here we go, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a minute here. The next set that we're going to do, we're going to have hip thrusters and Bulgarian split squats, which I'm sure you've seen is everybody's least favorite move, but so effective. So we're going to learn how to do those today. I have a bench, so I'll show you what that looks like on a bench. If you don't, you can just do hip thrusters on the ground. So you'll just slide back with a weight here. Your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. And we're going to go down and then squeeze your glutes. We're not looking to overextend. We're just looking to come here and squeeze your glutes at the bottom. Your back should remain straight. So we are going to do 10 of those. And then we're going to get into Bulgarian split squats, which I can explain after, but this is how I like to set up. I'll sit on the edge of my bench, kick one foot out, and then the other one goes back, and then you go down. So that's how you set up for a Bulgarian. But again, if you don't have a bench, you can just do your hip thrusters on the ground, and the Bulgarian is just going to look similar to what we did before with the 45-degree lunge, unless you have like a chair or even a bucket or something that you can set your foot up on. That's great too. So for the hip thrusters, I'm going to pick up a 70-pound weight. Again, that might not be a weight that you have. So whatever you do have is fine. You can also do 2 weights if you want to do 2 weights. So I'll just set that on my upper thighs here and then lower myself down. And we've got 10 reps of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You want to squeeze your glutes at the top of every rep. Put that there. I'll move that out of the way a little bit. So again, for the Bulgarians, just going to hold 1 weight, and I'll probably pick up a 25. We're going to hold it in the opposite hand of the leg that's working. We have 6 on each leg. So again, I'm going to kick this leg out, stand up, put my foot back on the bench here, tilt over a little bit, and go down for 6 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switching legs and switching arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't know about you guys, but my legs are feeling it. We'll do 2 more sets. That was awkward. Okay, 10 reps. And 1, squeeze your glutes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Back into Bulgarians. 6 on each leg. Supersets do tend to move a little bit quicker in pace. All right, 6 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I need a drink. Okay. One more set. I need another 5 seconds. 10 reps, and the weight should be in your heels, guys. You should be able to wiggle your toes. That's how you're gonna get that glute more activated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh my God. Back to the Bulgarian. One more time. Don't worry, it's almost done. All right. One leg out. 6 reps on each leg. Bend forward, shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whew. We are done with the Bulgarians. Moving on to our last block of work. Take a minute to breathe, and I'll explain the moves in just a minute. Again, I'm going to use a bench for this one because we're going to do step ups. If you have a sturdy chair, that's great. Even a box, something, well, a box that's like full, anything sturdy. So we're going to do on each leg 5 step ups. So you'll be holding 2 weights and just step up. 1, 2, so 5 of those. I'm going to use 2 20-pound dumbbells, 20s. And then the next one is going to be the B stance, RDL, which I'll explain when we get there. For now, we will do 5 reps on each leg. Pick up your weights. 1 foot up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll move that out of the way. So for the B stance RDL, you're just going to stand on your side here, put one leg back a little bit, and hold on to a weight. And again, we're going to go straight leg. So we don't want to squat. We just want to push our hips back with a slight bend in the knee, keeping the dumbbell as close as we can. I'm going to grab a 30-pound for that, and we're going to do 6 on each leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Two more sets. Back to those step ups. How are you guys enjoying leg day so far? Almost done. I am dripping in sweat. Okay, pick them up. 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back into those B stance RDL. You can hold 2 weights for this one too, if that feels more comfortable for you. We're not going to do a huge kickback of the leg, just a slight one here. And bend at the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whew. Sorry if you can hear me breathing so loud. I have my mic on. One last set. And then it's Saturday, so I hope you're enjoying a treat today too. We always say that Saturday, which is leg day, is always treat day because we tend to burn more calories since it's a larger muscle group. So that's why we have treats on Saturdays. Okay, let's get this over with, shall we? One last set. You do 5 reps on each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those away. And just the B stance RDL left. 6 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whew. I hope that felt great. We'll do a quick 1-minute warm down. Again, we'll just do a few of those good mornings. These are my favorite stretch. And I also just like to do a little bit of this. All right, that was your live leg day. I will be doing these every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. If you put a comment below, let me know what time works best for you. I can maybe alter that a little bit, but again, thank you for joining me. I'll be back every week.